And I want you to think about your values as this auto-sorting program, right? Imagine that there was a robot working in a factory and down this pipeline was coming red and blue widgets. And this robot's job was just to take red widgets and put them in the red box and blue widgets and put them in the blue box. And all day long, it uses its programming to go, this is red, boom, this is blue, boom. All right, that's really how your values operate. They are a sorting mechanism and programming system that helps you to sort right and wrong. Right, wrong, red, blue, it's the same thing. And where your values are primarily helping you to make these decisions from is your subconscious mind. So it's happening largely automatic. That's why the word programming is a really accurate word to use here. It's a programmed response.
Welcome to the Untethered Entrepreneur, a community of disruptors who use business as a vehicle for personal growth and global contribution. We take 100% responsibility for the world we live in, and that's why we're the ones creating the change we wish to see for ourselves, our communities, and our larger global family, humanity. Stay tuned for personal development, fast growth business, and leading edge wisdom to support you in living as the Untethered Entrepreneur. Cheers to unlocking your limitless potential.
Hello my friends, Noah Hammond, Tyrrell here. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about the science of getting rich. And most importantly, the power of values. Now this is not an advice about strategic investing or how to manage your finances tactically. And while those things are totally important, that is not what I believe is at the root of how you live a rich life. And for us to be able to get rich or live a rich life, we first need to acknowledge what is a rich life, right? And then how do values play as the fundamental or one of the fundamental motivational blocks of achieving what we consider to be a rich life. So to me, I believe that a rich life is one that's rich in connection, one that's rich in impact and meaning and purpose and joy and enthusiasm. I think a rich life is knowing why you were born well before you die, such that you can make prudent and impactful use of this knowledge. I think a rich life is any life that was lived where as you're coming to the point of transition, where it's time to leave this physical body, you're doing so with no regrets and no questions asked about those regrets, right? A rich life is one that is fully lived, everything put out on the table, such that the people who come after you have a better start and a better position to start from than you had yourself. Right? A rich life is about contribution. A rich life is about impact, and a rich life is about the love you share with those around you throughout the years during that rich life. All right, so now if we're clear on what a rich life is, and that includes absolutely material abundance and financial well-being and all those things, because that is a necessity in this world for you to play, in most cases, for you to play full out, that's a necessity, except if you're going to be a nun or someone who really does not need money, right? So now that we understand what I'm considering a rich life, let's talk about values. And I want you to think about your values as this auto-sorting program, right? Imagine that there was a robot working in a factory and down this pipeline was coming red and blue widgets. And this robot's job was just to take red widgets and put them in the red box and blue widgets and put them in the blue box. And all day long, it uses its programming to go, this is red, boom, this is blue, boom. All right, that's really how your values operate. They are a sorting mechanism and programming system that helps you to sort right and wrong. Right, wrong, red, blue, it's the same thing. And where your values are primarily helping you to make these decisions from is your subconscious mind. So it's happening largely automatic. That's why the word programming is a really accurate word to use here. It's a programmed response to sort things as either right or wrong, either take this action or take that action, this or that. And each time your value operates and the programming fires, it creates another branch, another decision point in your life where it can lead you this way or that way. And then the next time you make that same value judgment, it can lead you this way or that way. And in this way, your whole life is formed largely from the things that are in the unseen realms, like your values, your beliefs, and your identity, and your fundamental understanding of your own identity. Now, I was one time speaking with a man who built $1 billion company while simultaneously deeply studying and immersing himself in the rich shamanic traditions of some Native American tribe. I'm forgetting exactly which one. But I remember he said something to me that was so impactful. He said $1 billion is just a penny with 10 zeros after it. He said, if you want to know how to earn or appreciate or have $1 billion, simply start with valuing, appreciating, and respecting the penny. And that is a foundation for everything else. Right? And that's, again, how I think our values play such a critical role in our ability to live a rich life, whether that's financially or otherwise. So while the point of this video is not to tell you about all the different values that you want to assess, I've done so. I've created what I'd say is 8 shadow values that you can take a look at by clicking the link below this or scrolling below this video and checking out the blog post on my site that talks about a lot of the cultural values that we have sort of mixed up and how they're fundamentally impacting our ability to either get a rich life or not. What I want to share with you though in this video though is one key one that I think has made all the difference in my life and I think can make a massive difference for you, someone you love, or otherwise. And that's the difference of valuing rightness versus rightist. Valuing rightness versus rightist. A lot of us, because of a lot of reasons, our need for validation, our need for security, our need for safety, our need for significance, we go for and we really cling to our being right, being correct, right? We're programmed to this in school. It's all about tests. It's all about getting the right answer, right? Society, it's all about doing the right things according to the law, right? It's about being right. And so we're very firm as a society and as individuals typically about being right. And I'm actually really not concerned with being right. I'm much more concerned with finding the rightest answer, the truest action, the most aligned next step, right? And I'm so willing to be wrong that I don't get stuck in the category of rightness, and that gives me the fluidity, the flexibility, the capacity to receive the feedback, the mentorship, the guidance, the support, the information to find the rightist answer, which actually gives me the ability to live my greatest contribution and become my largest self, my highest potential in this life. And that's just one fundamental value shift where instead of valuing being right, I've placed my value and locked into myself the value of finding the rightest answer and actually staying humble. And that's one of the 8 shadow values that I talk about in the blog post below this. So I'm going to encourage you once again to click that link because there's several other ones that I just love that, you know, I didn't take time to memorize and share with you in this video that I think you'll get a lot of insight out of, and these are things that have fundamentally changed my life. And the last thing I'll say is that basically when you're talking about achieving your goals, when you're talking about getting a rich life, and if that's the goal, you know, there's product goals, meaning the end goal, and then there's process goals, meaning what you have to do consistently in order to get to that end goal. And so if you want to live a rich life, there are fundamental things that you can focus on a daily basis to move you in that direction definitively. And I think that one of those things is a reckless or a ruthless commitment to radical self-awareness, because that is actually the #1 determinant factor of your success. Your self-awareness and your ability to understand who you are and to shift parts of your being that are limiting your expression is the #1 meta skill that will bring you to a rich life in all ways that matter. So I hope that that has helped. I hope that that has led you towards a discovery and a willingness to discover what values you're operating from and whether or not some of them need tweaking in order for you to get what you truly want. And again, I have a further discussion of that on my website. So go click that. And in the meantime, subscribe to the channel, click like, leave me a comment, leave me some love, let me know how this has landed for you. And hopefully this has all been really helpful. Once again, I'm Noah Hammond Tyrrell. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.